Do 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 la 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 la. What's up, everyone? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2024 Donruss quarter case break number 7. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Bryce? Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for over 7 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, our eBay continues to run their sweepstakes. No purchase necessary there. Go to any of our eBay listings, look in the description, and there's a link there. Follow that, do what it says, and you can win some free cards. And then, of course, as always, chefsportscards.com. We got a bunch of breaks up over there now. A bunch of Topps Chrome Monster boxes just came out. Put a bunch of breaks up over there a day or so ago. The divisionals down to 2. We got 2 left in that. Random 16 spots and team pick your team 10 spots left in the pick your team. And we also got a random hit style Leaf Trinity over there also. Very cool. At a nice price. So go and check those out. All right, let's go over the teams. Yeah, I got it, Chris. I got you guys. I'm still like, I got like 4 people left to confirm, and we'll be full. But we've made it into the 60s on the emails. So, like I said, it never gets just the top 30. Never. All right. Anyway, teams: D-backs Thomas M, Braves Josh L, Orioles and Red Sox Chandler K, Cubs Ben A, White Sox Bryce T, Reds Lance A, Guardians Rockies Tigers Bryce T, Royals Thomas M, Astros Bryce T, Angels Josh L, Dodgers Bryce T, Brewers Kurt D, Twins Chris F, Marlins Bryce T, Mets Greg B, Yankees Leach G, A's Jackie R, Phillies Chandler K, Pirates TJF, Cardinals Matt U, Padres Kurt D, Giants Bryce T, Mariners Coastal Cards Rays Greg B. Rangers Josh L, Blue Jays Bryce T, Nationals Josh L, and the Sagana spot is Bryce T. I don't know. I have to look. I still, like I said, I have some people have until tonight, I think. No, tomorrow to confirm, and then I'll move on down the list. Like I said, I think we have 4 or 5 spots left to fill. We'll try to get to you, my friend. We'll try to get to you. All right, let's open some cards. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Another fun week. We got Finest this weekend. Brand new Finest came out. We'll be doing that tomorrow and Saturday. More Topps Chrome all weekend. Hobbies and Jumbos. We got some 23 Elite Extra. Everyone's chasing Paul Skeens. There's a bunch of Paul Skeens in there. We got a lot of stuff. All right. But right now we're doing Donruss. Let's do this. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Gavin Stone, Optic, and Marcelo Mayer coming attractions for Boston. Yeah, check your emails. There are a few people that are like regulars that have gotten an invite but haven't emailed back. So I don't know. I can't chase people down, but check your emails, check your junk, make sure it gets sent to your junk file. You never know. Because like I said, there's at least 2 people that I know that I'm going to reach out to tomorrow and be like, yo, did you see this email or what? Because I can't believe they're not responding back. I got to go through the list the way it is. Unfortunately, I gotta make my way through. Hopefully, we get down to you. And first up, Braden Taylor for Tampa Bay. For Greg, Tom Seaver and Lawler Hollow. Yeah, it was a different Andrew. Actually, the email list I sent, the most recent one I sent out, everyone got back to me. That was the first time. The first one I sent out like 30. I only got like 11 back. And inevitably, someone like a month from now will see it and be like, "Oh, I was in your free break." Yeah, and you didn't confirm, and they'll give me all kinds of hell about it. I know they will. 78 of 199. Wade Boggs for Boston. It always happens. Be like, well, yes, but you had to reply and let me know that you got it. I can't just send the cards and not know they're going to go where they should. Plus, I'd rather people get them who I know are going to get them, you know? Edward Julian, Optic, and Roger Clemens to 10. 4 of 10 gold for Boston. Chandler. Yeah, well, I think, like I said, the recent one I sent out, I think everyone replied back. So if that's the case, then we'll probably send some more emails out tomorrow. Ty Floyd and Ken Griffey. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. David Ortiz and Wo Bin Cho on the hollow. Oh, he got approved? Yeah, what's he going to do? Look at that. That's a cool card there. Mickey Mantle on the Black Velocity to 39. 1 of 39. Very cool. Licha. Licha? I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right. For the Yanks. Old Shoeless Joe. He died like 100 years ago. We're still opening his cards. Amador for the Rockies. Ozzie Smith and Shenwell. Oh, that's cool. Disney will be fun with that, man. What age group do they do Make-A-Wish? They probably don't do older teenagers because some of those wishes might be get a little out of hand against Seiko. Hold on. Close my door. Yeah, man, monster boxes are filling fast. Hey, if anybody wants to do the divisional, I'll break that divisional tonight. There's only 2 spots left. I'll break any of them tonight. I don't care. Get them full. Gavin Williams and Mac Horvath to 275 for Baltimore. I can get a lot of those too. That's for the first time in a while. but got to make sure that. But I can't post them on eBay. So, Sisler numbered 14 of 99 for the Cardinals. Yeah. That's when I used to always take my son. End of August, beginning of September, like right in the middle of hurricane season. It was always dead down there. See, one of the nice things about where I live, Sagano, in the area where I live, kids don't go back to school till after Labor Day, and it's not very common anymore. Sebastian Walcott to 199 for Texas. Most kids go back to school in August and stuff, but still around here, kids go back after usually like Labor Day's Monday. They go back on Wednesday of that week. That's when they start, and they also get out a lot later than most kids do. Like my niece and nephew in Tennessee used to get out in like the middle of May. My son didn't get done until like the middle of June. But in the times we took him to Florida, Bryce Matthews and Kyle Harrison, we would always go then because it'd be dead down there. I mean, you'd always take the chance because it's hurricane season of getting hit with a storm. But the only time that happened to us, it actually ended up skipping Florida and coming up and hitting Philadelphia while we were down there. So we got lucky. But there would never be any lines. Oh, it was the best. You just walk right on everything right around then. Zach Nito, Jersey Kings, 299, 67 of 99. For Josh. You go, buddy. Mason Wynn and Nick Lofton Optic. Yeah, no, some are already starting now. My son is always, even around here in Philadelphia, a lot of them are starting before Labor Day now. I got to be honest. I think a lot of it, James Woods for Washington, rated prospect. This one there, 136 of 199 for Josh. See, there's kind of an odd thing around here. I mean, other people who live in this area know what I'm talking about, but summer in this area is Memorial Day to Labor Day, and the shore, like the Jersey Shore, Delaware, Maryland, all run on those dates. And as crazy as it sounds, I still think that's why school's based around that, because it's like a summer economy thing. Now, like I said, there are some schools in recent years, Junior Caminero and Lawler to 275, who have started going back a week or two before Labor Day, but in what's called Delaware County, which is the county I live in, pretty much all the schools are post Labor Day. They're basically the last schools in the country to go back. But they're also, like I said, get out the latest too. When my son found out that his cousins got out in like May, he used to hate it. Zantello and Sheehan. Yeah, I know. I mean, both of my niece and nephew are in college now, but I know if they were still in school in Tennessee, they would be back in already. They would have started this week, usually. That's all right. My son's leaving for college on Monday. So, I mean, he's going a little early, like a week before classes start, just to get, like, they already moved into their house, but just to get settled. And he's taking his dog, 39 of 49, Nick Gonzalez, Pittsburgh. So, well, he's taking one of our dogs, which is his dog, but which I'm shocked that my wife is letting him. But um, he wants to get her settled and stuff before he starts. So he'll be back in Knoxville on Monday. He's going back. Wade Boggs and Willie Mays. Jose DePaula and Wobin Show Marvels. Gary Maddox, and Alonzo Treadwell to 99. 86 of 99 for Houston. Working the George Sisler rainbow. 89 of 149 for the Cardinals. Caminero Unleashed. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on the website. Like I said, if we get that like divisional filled or whatever, we'll do it after the eBay breaks tonight. If not, we'll do it tomorrow or Saturday, whatever. We'll believe me, they're gonna fill. They were filling fast, so. And if they fill fast, I'll get some more cases in. We'll do some more. I did try to talk eBay into it. I was like, technically these are monster boxes, not mega boxes. How about you let me list them? No. Great. Because like Sammy Sosa and Cade Horton for Chicago to 99, 47 of 99. What is it? Platinum, Bowman Platinum. Those are monster. Their hobby boxes are called monster boxes. So you can get away with it with those. So I tried to sneak one past them, but they weren't having it. They're cranky over there at eBay. Blake Mitchell and Kevin Alcantara. Yeah, you're in it, Bryce. You're in. You, Chris, Lou, and I forget. I think it's Brian. I think bought the first spot, if I remember right. Ichiro and Elias. Wobin Show. 2 of 149 for St. Louis. Diego Cartaya Marbles. I don't know. I think the pick your team break you can't beat. I mean, some really good prices on those are for a 10 boxer. And those prices are going up quick on those things. People are really hot on those monster boxes. Excuse me. Cal Ripken and Mariano Rivera. That's where I like getting cards from to grade. Or the monster box. Especially with the one second. There we go. Especially like the X Fractors and stuff. They're always really good for grading. As long as you hit the right ones, of course. Bryce Matthews and Sebastian Walcott Unleashed. Come on, let's find TJ a nice Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is just not. Every product that's had Paul Skeens we've done well with, except this one. We haven't found anything substantial yet. Celestine for Seattle, number 33 of 49. And Mario Soto. I don't know why they make that so small. It's like impossible to read. It's like the same size as Museum is on their cards. So I sent out some, I sent out all I had. I tried to get more today, but I don't know, I'm not having good success with people today trying to con them into stuff. But I sent out a lot of the trading card day stuff this week. So check if your packages are coming in or you haven't gotten them yet, make sure you check them. Some I put packs in, some I put the De La Cruz rookie in, some I put both. Enrique Bradfield to 149. for Baltimore. Gave away the rest of the top stickers too. I can't believe I used those so fast. Like 500 of them. It took like a week and a day to use them all up. Waltrip for Atlanta, 123 of 199. Kobe Mayo Unleashed. Are they changing your nights off around again, Chris? Phil Rizzuto for the money store. And Willie Mays to 199, 140 of 199 for the Giants. Come on, get the sleeve. Anybody break any Finest yet? Anybody hit anything nice? It looked nice. Finest is always nice. It's always a good product. It's again becoming absurdly expensive, like everything else. Hassel and Woods. But Finest is always a great product. I saw someone open something. It looks a little cosmic-y to me this year for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like Cosmic Chrome. Kind of looks like that a little bit. Carlton Fisk for the White Sox. A little pinstripe action in there. For Bryce. Uribe and Yoshida. In a case and got nothing. Yeah, I was in NA. I saw a little open, but I didn't open any yet. I have a couple cases here. Chase Davis to 275. Horvath and Griffey. I'll tell you, man, the more I watch, and this is talking from like a non-distributor, non-wholesaler type of aspect, the more I watch the Topps public sales, if you're willing to wait for their crazy shipping, this is the best way to go these days. Woben Show, like their pricing on the public sales site, like website at Topps, and they were selling Finest yesterday for $250 a box. And I mean, I looked briefly today. I think Blowout was selling like $330 a box or something like that. They're all up over 300. And I've been kind of paying attention to it over the last 6 months. The only problem with it is when they ship. Tyler Black, 38 of 99. Like even on the pre-orders, I mean, unless it says, like some of the pre-orders, it'll say that they'll ship before the shipping date. But a lot of them, when they, so they pre-sold Finest, but then they sold it again on release day. And when you buy on release day, you can get a good price, but you might have to wait a week or two for them to ship it. That's the only issue. So if you got patience, Orvelis Martinez for Toronto. Did he get suspended for steroids this year or something? Am I thinking of the right guy? A lot of national sits. Well, is Cruz, I guess, is in it, right? I haven't looked at the checklist yet. I usually look at it before I do the first break. Like I've even bought some stuff, honestly, from the Topps public sales too, because the prices I know are even better than going on like DealerNet or whatever. I have to make that like my third shipment of product. Colin Houck and Griffey. So like if I get an allotment from distributor or whatever, then I buy from local shops. that I have deals with. And then the last set that comes in is the one from Topps. So you just can't really rely on exactly when you're going to get it. Sometimes they'll show up in a day or two. Sometimes it takes 2 weeks. Emerson Hancock to 275. Oh, and forget about Fanatics. They're even worse. Tommy, and I would assume they're shipping out of the same place. I'm assuming, I'm sure they have a few different places they ship out of, but I'm sure Fanatics and Topps orders come from the same. But man, you never know with Fanatics. I've ordered stuff from them. It's taken like 2 months to come in, and then I've ordered from other times. It's been here in like a day. No idea what's going on there. Yeah, a little Buster Posey color match action. Numbered 149 of 199 for the Giants. A-Rod Bomb Squad. A lot of Pete Crow Armstrong, huh? Got to buy those Cubs, man. You know the deal. The Diamond Kings short print. Robin Roberts for the Phillies. And David Wright optic. Ellie. Tyler Black and Robin Yount. And for the Giants, Reggie Crawford, signature series. This one for the Giants. Nolan Ryan and Quinn Priester for the Pirates. Lou Brock on the pink Velocity to 79. And Cal Ripken. Chia. 1 of 79 on the Lou Brock. Reggie Crawford's not numbered. For Bryce. Nice one, buddy. And Robin Roberts. Lisa's Chandler. All right, box number 3. This is the end of my Donruss. This is the end. Doo-doo. This is the end. Doo-doo-doo. Close your eyes. I sound just like the Doors. Jim Morrison. Sound just like him. Emerson Hancock and Bill Matlock. Numbered 143 of 149 for Pittsburgh. For the Buccos. Gold dummy card. Roman Anthony and Yuri Perez. Miles Naylor and Ortiz, the famous Naylor family. Just got to get them traded to Cleveland. Jackie Robinson to 149 for the Dodgers. 91 of 149. Waltrip. Combining? What are you combining? Got to get in the big machine. I'd love to drive one of those things one time. It's got to be fun. Gavin Williams and Luis Matos Hollow. I was just reading this crazy story. Some of you might have seen it, and I don't. Bryce, you're still here. Good, because I want to ask you this question. So I was reading this crazy story about this kid from Texas A&M who disappeared. I'm sure some of you saw the story. Mick Abel and Drew Jones just up and disappeared, and they of course expected foul play or something, And he'd been missing since like March, and they just found him recently, like 2 weeks ago, in the water treatment plant in whatever the town is, right near where Texas A&M is. I don't know what town Texas A&M is in, but literally like found his bones and stuff in the water treatment plant. Tyler Black, 139 of 275, and they figured out. Now again, they don't know. It could have been foul play again, like somebody could have done this, but he basically fell into a manhole in the middle of a field, like in a farm. And I was like, I never heard of such a thing. Like, and I mean, I suppose, sewers run under everything, Now, of course, they don't know if somebody, knocked him off and shoved him in there, or Samuel Zavala, numbered 61 of 199. But I guess like where his apartment complex was, he lived next to this big farm, this big open stretch of land, and literally like in the middle of this land there was just a manhole there that was uncovered, and like I said, he either fell in it or was put in it, one or the other. Do you have any manholes in the middle of your farm, Bryce? And then of course I thought of the worst thing, like, oh my god, that poor kid fell in there. What if he was stuck in there and took him time to die, and so like I just horrible things I was thinking. 33 or 49, like what talk about the worst way to ever go. But who would also be walking through through a farm or through a field and just whoops, I fell through a manhole? Like that's insane. Poor kid. Horrible story. Water supply channel coming from the lake. Well, that was the thing. What happened was, I guess down in Texas, like a month ago or whatever, they had a storm, a really bad, like I think it was a hurricane or whatever, and it put a ton of water into the system and like flushed them through the pipes basically all the way down to this treatment plant where, I'm sorry I'm telling such a gruesome story, but it was a little fascinating to me too, that the pressure water, I guess, built up and kind of pushed them, and they found him like literally in the treatment plant, in pieces, of course, but I see backwards. I don't know. Anyway, I was thinking you, Bryce, when I read it, I was like, are there manholes in the middle of farms? Like, that's a stupid question, but 39 of 99, Steve Carlton for the Phillies. That's cool. Then, like I said, I started thinking of that poor kid and like, oh, what if he fell and he was screaming and yelling for help? Oh, God, horrible. Just horrible. In my world, there are much worse things that can happen to you than dying. Like that would be just, I couldn't even imagine. I don't do well in tight spaces as it is. I'm definitely claustrophobic. I have been like my whole life. AJ Smith-Shawver, number 23 of 25 for Atlanta. But I can literally get like thinking of someone else in a tight space can make me even like freak out a little bit. Like, I know it's weird to think that, but I can like I start thinking of a story like that, and I get a little chill. Storm drain channels, yeah. I mean, look, in a way, I almost hope the kid was, somebody stuffed him in there after they knocked him off, rather than falling in and being stuck and all that. Oh God, just the thought of that is horrid. Scott Rowland. That's why I don't understand people who like spelunk and go in caves and stuff like that. Like, my son, when he's down in Tennessee, he likes to go hiking in the Blue Ridge Mountains or whatever. Is it Blue Ridge? I forget, whatever. And he'll drive down on like a Sunday afternoon, him and a couple buddies, and they go hiking and whatever. And it's like, I have very strict orders never to go in a cave. Like, I have this thing about caves, even like the big ones that all the tourists go to. Nah, I'm not going in there. There's no way. I am such a wimp. And but I had this crazy dream one night, like a year ago, about my son and I getting stuck in a cave. I don't know why, but when you have that dream, it's like you wake up and you swear like that was real. I was freaked out for like 2 days after I had that dream, so I had to call and be like, "Stay away from caves, man." Like, I just. Yeah, he wanted to survive along. That's true. That was a crazy story. I just felt so bad for the kid. There are these guys on Kyle Teal for Boston 149, 54 of 149. There are these guys on YouTube. They're called like Adventure something. I don't remember what their whole name is. I see their videos sometimes, and they're kind of like, I don't want to say urban adventures because they go everywhere, but they go to a lot of places where people will contact them and be like, "Listen, on the back of my property, there's this hole." Excuse me. Or this small cave, or this or this that, and they'll come out and like, send a camera down first. Ichiro, Gavin Stone. What do we got here? Roman Anthony. That's a nice one to get right now, man. He's been killing it. 33 of 49, Roman Anthony for Boston. Nice hit for Chandler. Or like somebody would be like, "There's this odd pipe in my backyard. I don't know why it's there." And they'll take a camera and put it down there and, go 800 feet down and find a cave underneath. And somehow they'll dig their way in. And I watch these guys and I'm fascinated by it, but I also feel sick to my stomach the whole time. Like, they just walk up and there's this tiny like 12 by 12 opening. They're like, "Come on, let's go in." And I'm like, "Oh no, don't go in there." And then God, you hear these stories of people getting stuck in those things. And oh man, you can just give me a gun and shoot me rather than getting stuck in there. De La Cruz. I don't know. I've said it many times. The older I get, the more of a wimp I become. There's no two ways about it. Kirby Puckett to 275. I literally have like 12 seconds worth of fighting left in me. I figure if my life's in danger, or my wife or my son, I'll have like that last 12 seconds in me to try and save someone. But other than that, man, I'm too old and too tired for anything anymore. The other one that gets me are the guys who climb the stuff, like in Russia and stuff. They'll climb the skyscrapers or the cranes and stuff, and like, it makes me feel sick to my stomach watching it. And I still watch it. That's the worst part. Robin Yount for Milwaukee, numbered 128 of 199. I don't know why I do it to myself, but yeah, that's like that I can handle that little bit, but like there's a guy, I don't know how familiar any of you are with this, but if you ever get a chance, there's a guy from Russia named Mustang Wanted. Nick Lofton and the Tampa Bay Curtis Mead greetings from Short Print. I don't know how much he climbs anymore. I think he might have became kind of too famous, like he gets stopped a lot and stuff like that, but if you watch some of his old videos and the stuff he does, he he was in Singapore, and they climbed some building that was already like 140 stories, and then they climbed the crane that was on top of it, and then he was all the way out on the very edge of the crane, like doing like one-handed pull-ups. I'm just like, oh my god, Larry Walker. Like, I mean, I suppose the positive to that is if you fall, you're not really, it's just gonna be over. But the dude's nuts. Him, and there's another guy from England named James Kingston, I think is his name. And they just climb all this crazy stuff. Oh, Braylon Morrell to 37 of 99 for Texas. Braylon Morrell. I wonder if he's related to Christopher Morrell, that kid. Evan Carter. Yeah, I do. I get like sick to my stomach when I watch those guys. And my son would always laugh at me. He's like, "Why do you watch?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's like a train. It's like a car crash. I can't take my eyes off it." Like, I just, I'm like, half covering my eyes, like, ah. And my son's answer would always be, "Well, if they fell, they wouldn't show it." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's true, but still, it's crazy." Greg Maddox, number 21 of 99 for Atlanta. Well, if you've never seen those guys, check them out. Like, if you're into that or want to, oh my gosh, it's. But then you also hear the stories of the guys who like do the lights on top of the towers and stuff, and they get paid like 25 grand to climb it. Like some of you guys from the Midwest, I don't what are they, radio towers or whatever that they put the lights on top of so the planes won't crash into them or whatever. And there's this one guy, he gets paid like 20 grand every time he has to go up there and change a light bulb. I mean, if you're okay with heights, then good way to make some cash. If I were him, I'd be fixing those bulbs to make them go out quicker somehow. Yeah, radio and TV towers. Especially out there in the Midwest, man. Those things are massive. All right, box number 4. Bartolo Colon and Zanatello to 99 for Boston. It's like the guys who do window washing and stuff, man. That's nuts. Like, even in my little complex, there's only 6 stories on our buildings. Those guys are up there sitting on their little planks of wood, just zipping around. I'm like, oh man, you'd have to pay me a lot of money to get up there. 130 feet in the grain elevator. Oy. That's 13 stories. That's nothing to squawk at. But these guys, the crazy thing about the guys in Russia who do the climbing, Yohandy Morales, is they climb some of these structures that are so old and so untaken care of. Like, they go back to old Soviet days and this and that, and they're these beautiful old buildings that nobody's done any upkeep on. And they get up on top of them and they're half rusted out and falling apart. And you're like, are you out of your mind? Why are you climbing this thing? Like, thing could fall apart at like any minute. At least the guys who, climb the skyscrapers, like, at least the skyscraper's not going to fall over or anything. Nick Lofton for Kansas City to 99, 38 of 99 Jersey Kings. Nick Gonzalez and Buster Posey. Had to be drunk, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't. When I was a kid, I used to climb stuff and I fell. Dude, we had this weird place, like across the street from my house, we had this shopping center there. And it was like, there was like a big department store and then a small shopping center, like outdoor shopping center attached to it. And the department store had this huge loading dock. Mike Schmidt for the Phillies, 2 of 199. And Griffey. And we used to play there all the time. It was like three-sided. We used to play stickball in there. We used to play like tennis in there. I mean, we played all kinds of stuff. And honestly, looking back on it now, I'm shocked we didn't get run out of there more. Every once in a blue moon, they would run us out of there. But for the most part, they never really cared. And sometimes, there's Mike Schmidt to 275. Sometimes, if you made a mistake or whatever, you hit the ball really hard, you'd put it up on the roof of the building. And you'd have to climb these rocks to get up on this ledge. It's looking at it now as an adult, it's pretty crazy. Like it's a pretty dicey climb. And I did it like 100 times when I was a kid. And then one time when I was like 11, I was over there with my friend and we hit the ball up there and I went to climb it and I slipped and fell off the rocks and, probably fell 15 feet, 18 feet, something like that. Bruner and Merrill, and actually kind of landed on my feet and then fell back and tore my arm apart. But like, it was enough to freak me out. I mean, it wasn't a 50-story fall, but it was enough to, put the seeds of we don't like tall stuff anymore. Rock Porter from Texas coming attractions. I was very lucky that I walked away with just like a ripped up like road rash arm from the whole thing. I'm lucky I didn't do a lot more damage. I was also a kid, anything would have healed. So yeah, kids bounce. That's true. It's funny though now because I've been there. I don't live too far now from where I grew up. Maybe like 5-6 miles, which I never thought I would. But um, I was actually over that way a couple of years ago, and there's a Target there now where the department store used to be, but the loading zone is still there. It's still the same. And I was at the Target and I walked back to the loading zone just to see if it was still the same. And I looked up and I was like, wow, that's a pretty dicey little climb. Oh, very nice. For Texas, Sebastian Walcott gold at 10 of 10. Excellent. So there, who's got the Rangers? Josh. Nice hit. 10 of 10 Walcott. Did you know how when you're a kid, like you think everything looks bigger? And that's what I was kind of thinking in my head. Like maybe it wasn't as far a fall as I thought. And then I went and saw it and I was like, oh yeah, it was pretty far. Mike Schmidt and Tome. All right, last stack. Colton Cowser and Blias for Boston, numbered 102 of 149. Jackson Holiday and Sammy Sosa. Slammin' Sammy. Indy Rodriguez and Dalton Rushing. Diamond Marvels, number 93 of 99 for the Dodgers. We have Topps Chrome Hobby coming up next. And as I said earlier, we'll be here all weekend. The free break is Sunday night, 9:30. 9:30. I know I told some of you 9. It's going to be at 9:30 because I had to horn in. We're going to have a couple eBay breaks before it. So it's going to be at 9:30 on Sunday night. We'll have a fun old weekend. Samuel Zavala for San Diego. Padres is Kurt. There you go, buddy. So we'll keep, like I said, I'll keep an eye out on for any of you who are websiters. For any of you who aren't websiters, hey, you should go to the website. We're doing free breaks. We give stuff away over there all the time. But for those who aren't, or keep an eye because there's still some few emails that are going to go out to confirm some more spots. So get this bad boy filled up. Max Muncy and Don Mattingly. Jackie Robinson and Alonzo Treadwell to 275. James Woods and Carson Wisenhunt. Hey, finally, something. Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens to 199. Marvels. Jackson Merrill, rated prospect hollow. $155 of $199 on the Skeens. Yep, still 2 available. Uribe and Colt Keith. Ripken and Lawler. Last pick. Ivan Melendez and Kyle Harrison. All righty, folks. That is going to do it. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Bear with me for a moment here and try to put a hit recap together. All right. Hit recap for 2024 Donruss, quarter case break number 7. Some short, printy stuff. Coming attractions: Marcelo Mayer for Boston, Diamond Kings Robin Roberts for the Phillies. Curtis Mead for Tampa Bay on the greetings, and another coming attractions, Brock Porter. We did have this Paul Skeens to 199. It was the only substantial Paul Skeens that I found. Numbered cards to 275: Treadwell, Schmidt, Puckett, Black, Hancock, Davis, Lawler, and Horvath. These are mixed up, so I'll just kind of do the lower numbered stuff. Baez, Rushing, Schmidt, Zantello, Maddox, Yount, Kyle Teal, Rivera, AJ Smith Shawver to 25. Waltrip Savala, Jackie Robinson, Bill Matlock, Pink Velocity, Lou Brock to 79. Buster Posey, Tyler Black, Enrique Bradfield. Oops. Celestine, Show, Horton, Sisler, Treadwell, Gonzalez. James Woods to 199. Sebastian Walcott, Sisler, Wade Boggs, Mickey Mantle, Black Velocity to 39. That was 1 of 39 on that one. Very cool. And the Roger Clemens Gold, 4 of 10 for Boston. Relics. Nick Lofton to 99 for Kansas City. Steve Carlton to 99 for the Phillies. Carlton Fisk for the White Sox. And Zach Neto to 99 for the Angels. Autographs. Roman Anthony for Boston, 33 of 49. Reggie Crawford for the Giants. Martinez for Toronto. Amador for the Rockies. Taylor for Tampa Bay. Zavala for San Diego. Morel for Texas to 99. And a very delicious Sebastian Walcott. 10 of 10 gold for Tejas. All right, folks. Again, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. We'll be back in 5 with Topps Chrome. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.